Have you ever struggled to piss off Reddit? No? Well, I'm going to tell you a little secret to make it get extra spicy, and that is say that the spear isn't the best weapon in the game. Spear has issues. It's a very good weapon for PvE. Incredibly good at PvP to fight anyone who's just started playing the game. Try to fight anyone a second time who's seen the spear. Not very good. It's got very bad tracking as well. But don't let me discourage you. It is fantastic. Has some huge damage combos. Not as good as people will tell you. Like when people are like, it's the best weapon in the game, they're gonna either overhype it, and you're just gonna be left with nothing but cold, bitter disappointment. Like any spear main's father of them. But yeah, if you do plan on using it, there are some really interesting things you can do. So let's start knocking out some of these abilities so you can understand what this does and how you look at it. So as always, we're going to look at the ultimate. So we've got Reserve Strength, which is plus 25% damage while stamina's full. Could be quite useful for light spams. Then we've got Exploited Weakness, 10% damage per debuff on the target, up to 30% max. So 30% damage if you've got 3 debuffs. Which one do I think I'll use? Then over here we got Cyclone, a spin attack that deals 110% weapon damage, pushes the target back 3 meters and applies a 50% slow for 3 seconds. Slow, baby. Restore 25% stamina on hit. Pretty nice. Grit is now active during the attack, making your attacks unstoppable. You just want to become unstoppable. Then we got Javelin. This is the reason you're using this weapon, because Javelin is hilarious. Oh my god, like, basically you throw your spear, dealing 125% weapon damage and staggering on hit. It now knocks them down. Beautiful. Yeah, if you knock someone down with a spear and you've got allies with other things, like maybe a hammer with also knockdown, yeah, you can just bully someone and there's nothing they can do about it. The next upgrade is headshots reduce cooldown by 50%. If you're good enough to land headshots, then yep. Then deadly distance, plus 2.5% damage per meter traveled, up to 100% max. Yeah, as long as you hit, no matter what the drop-off is, it will do the damage. Tasty. Sweep. This is the move that everyone spams on you. It basically targets legs, deals 75% weapon damage, and knocks your opponent down. Grit is now active. Become more unstoppable. Press basic attack during the sweep to follow up with a powerful downward stab. So basically you do a heavy attack, you sweep, and then you can do another heavy attack. Yeah. Nice. Then you got Perforate. 3 quick piercing strikes that each deal 7% weapon damage and apply rend, reducing the target's damage absorption by 5% for 10 seconds. This is a great PvE weapon. I'm just going to keep repeating that. Rend increases to 10% per strike against targets above 50% health. Target is staggered if you successfully land all 3 hits. Many a rend. Then you've got Skewer. There used to be a bug where you could crit stack Skewer and just poke someone for like 15k, and that happened to me as a mage, and I was like, what? But it doesn't seem to work like that anymore. But anyway, rush forward with a skewer your target, dealing 125% weapon damage, applies bleed, 10% weapon damage every 1 second for 10 seconds, cooldown 15 seconds. 20% damage against targets that have full health. Gains in power on critical hits, increasing damage by 20% for 10 seconds, and bleed duration increased to 15 seconds. Not bad. Vault kick. Use your spear to vault forwards and kick your target, dealing 75% weapon damage. Applies a stun for 1.5 seconds. That's a sleep. It's a sleep. It's not a stun. Stop. Don't let them tell you it's a stun. Yeah. Gain in power after successful hits on targets below 50% health. Increasing damage by 20% for 5 seconds. And cooldowns for other spear abilities are reduced by 30%. So there's quite a few things you can do, but let's pop into the old recommended build. So my recommended build for this one is, of course, we're going for the 25% damage while stamina's at full because you can get poke spammy. I told you we were going to go into Javelin. Sweep pretty good, and Vault Kick pretty good because it's like, it's got your sleep, you got your knockdown, you got your other knockdown, and it's probably one of the most enjoyable builds to play in the game. And like, you when you play it, you can see why everyone loves it. Like, it is so PvE. Wrinkle some of that love. PvP is when blocks and dodges just embarrass you, and it is really hard to chase someone's strafings. Your light attacks just don't seem to track. If they fix their launch, this could be one of the best 1v1 weapons in the game, like, for sure. And one of the few weapons that might actually be able to deal with healers, because, well, you can just keep knocking them down. Like, Javelin as well. Like, if someone uses a movement ability like Burnout, as soon as Burnout ends, you can just be like, yeah, and just knock them down, and then you just get back into distance. Like, there's a lot of cool things you do, like successful heavy attacks reduce all spear cooldowns. So, restore 20 stamina on critical hits, more dodges. 30% stamina regen when your stamina is below 50%. So this regen is pretty quick. It's really good in a medium build. Like, you're dodging like crazy. Plus 25% damage against knockdown targets. That's why we got two knockdowns. Gain fortify after successful heavy attacks, increase damage and absorption by 15% for 2 seconds. Over here, the last hit of a light attack chain applies 30% slow for 3 seconds. So you get in, well, below 30% health. So if you're poking someone away and they get low, they get slow. Over here, all spear cooldowns reduced by 10% on the second hit of a light attack chain. So you just keep jabbing, you get your stuff back. The first successful hit on an ability within 2 seconds of dodging reduces all spear cooldowns. So basically, dodge ability. Nice. Yeah, so it's pretty good. It's like I said, it's a really fun and enjoyable build, and it's a primary dex scaling weapon, secondary strength. So you can use it with other weapons like the hatchet. Hatchet is very good for this because obviously you get the self-sustain on the hatchet. Rapier, they both do the same job, so I wouldn't really pair with Rapier. Great axe. Fantastic for chasing. You can use the great axe to close distance, keep on them, and then go pokey with spear. You could use the bow so you can play some range stuff, and it's okay. You could use spear and sword if you feel like reenacting a movie, but it's not the best. You could put an int gem into it, and you can use it with like fire staff or the ice gauntlet. I think it might be fun with the void gauntlet when that's out, but that's not out yet. And you could go with the warhammer because you could go knockdown into knockdown, but. Or could put Vogue's gem and go on to Lifestaff and just be unkillable. Like, yeah, Lifestaff is so S tier, it makes any secondary weapon by default S tier with it. Yeah, but you will have fun with this in 1v1s. It is good. And against squishier targets in range, so much you can break line of sight, throw a javelin, and it feels good to land a javelin on someone. So yeah, I know I'd recommend this. Like, out of all the weapons, if you're going to start on your first run, sword, rapier, spear, simplest weapon to use, really fun to enjoy. And then you could start getting to more complex things as you level up. And hatchet for sure. Like, hatchet should be your first secondary on every build that you're running for leveling until you know more about the game. But that's it. That's it. Games should be out tomorrow. That's all the weapons. I saved what everyone's favorite one's going to be for last. If you like this video, make sure you check out the playlist that's going to have all of them in. Check out my New World, like, comment, tell me why you hate my build, or even tell me why your build's better. Like, I'd love to see what other people's opinions are. I've been asking a lot of people, and I'll be happy to see more people's opinions, or if you have a few perks you might move around, let us know why. The more information there is out there, the better, because I'm hoping the community for this game is just going to be popping. I'm looking forward to be running with a competitive guild, and yeah, if you want to see me use whatever I'm going to use on live, I will be picking my weapon when I read the patch notes, and yeah, I'll be streaming live over on twitch.tv/Revan619. I'll be showing this ugly mug over there. So till next time, Revan out, all the best, and yeah, Turmoil Spear is your favourite weapon.